Oh, what is the upskeet, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 184 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, awarding my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs. And if there's any pay-per-views, I will be doing a pay-per-view review for said pay-per-views. But we're in the clear this week, so let's dive into the Monday Night Raw recap. We're in Cleveland, Ohio, and we got Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso. Electric entrance through the crowd. Huge yeet down with an encore. Must have lasted like 10 friggin' minutes or some shit. Regardless, you deserve it chance from the crowd and a standing ovation for Jey Uso. Very well deserved. Thumbs up. Jey, an emotional thank you to the fans for having his back every single week, doing the yeet down with him. Hell yeah. And here he comes. It's the world champion Gunther. He comes out to spoil the moment. Gunther believes Jey is not worthy to lace up the champion's boots. Gunther would be more interested in John Cena, Roman, CM Punk, pretty much anybody else. Gunther claims he will destroy Jey if he chooses Gunther. Jey, no yeet, would love to prove Gunther wrong, but we must wait for Jey's decision until SmackDown, or even after SmackDown. We still don't have an answer after SmackDown, so it's going to be a while maybe until we find out who Jey is going to fight. But a great moment here for Jey Uso. So much crowd love, man. This guy is maybe the most popular guy in the WWE right now, at least crowd response-wise. Gunther, though, oh man, a savage heel promo, like really took the wind out of Jey's sails, if you will. I mean, that was some ruthless shit. Kind of buried him there a little bit. But honestly, they got a layup David versus Goliath storyline with Jey Uso going up against Gunther. Could Jey win? I mean, oh man, I feel like sure, like why not? I'm fine with Jey Uso becoming a champion. Is he gonna beat Gunther? It's more believable if he would take down Gunther over Cody Rhodes, but I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think he's gonna choose Cody? Do you think he's gonna choose Gunther? What about Oba? Where's the Oba love? Anyway, a good opening right here. We have a John Cena announcement. He says he will compete in the Elimination Chamber and possibly win it. That's who I'm suspecting would win the Elimination Chamber. John Cena's final year and everything. Didn't get the Rumble win. He was in the final 2, and he's still chasing that elusive 17th championship. Regardless, I'm amped that I'm going to see John Cena live in the Elimination Chamber. That's going to be sweet. We got Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser up next. Penta snapping Ludwig's arm, nails the Penta driver for the victory. A good hard-hitting match right here. Penta is asked what's next. Out comes Pete Dunne. But Ludwig attacks Penta from behind, and Dunne is slightly disappointed. He's like, I wanted to do that. So, yeah, it looks like Pete Dunne is not done with Penta. It doesn't look like Ludwig is done with Penta either, so triple threat maybe? We'll see. We got Finn Balor grilling Judgment Day backstage. He is pissed that JD McDonough got hurt last week. Liv Morgan takes the blame, and she praises Dom for getting Finn Balor a chamber qualifying match. Finn is pleased. Well done, Liv. Just covering for everybody, and she's kind of the Finn Balor whisperer right now. She calms him down and sends him on his way, but I'm still suspecting that Liv Morgan and or Dom is going to take over Judgment Day and ditch Finn Balor. We got Women's Rumble winner Charlotte Flair gets a, let's call it less than good reception from Cleveland. Charlotte says she missed everything, even the booing. Last year was a rough year for Charlotte with the knee injury. She was gone for 14 months. And Cleveland just continues to jeer at Charlotte. I'd say more booing than cheering. Charlotte says she still loves us and she is the best. All right then. Well, Rhea Ripley arrives, tells Charlotte to pick her for WrestleMania. Charlotte says she will go to NXT and SmackDown first to see if either of those brands' champions inspire Charlotte Flair. Charlotte says Ripley is still a kid. Ripley pleads for Charlotte to pick her, But again, we must wait for a decision. The response I expected, though, for Charlotte out of the crowd there, it doesn't seem like the WWE Universe is very impressed that Charlotte Flair has yet again come in out of nowhere, won the big match, and she's going to WrestleMania yet again. Ripley, you better whoop her ass. There's a pretty compelling, interesting decision for Charlotte Flair to make. We'll talk more about that when we get to SmackDown. But it seems like the easy layup is choosing Ripley. You guys have had 2 WrestleMania matches already. You each have won 1, so we got the rubber match set up. And yeah, man, if Rhea Ripley doesn't win it, it's going to be bad. It will be bad. But yeah, I like that Charlotte's getting booed. That's good. Now, I'm fine with Charlotte Flair coming back. My problem is she won the Rumble. If she just came back, did her thing, got eliminated, didn't win the Rumble, I would have preferred if she went into the Chamber and won the Chamber, because then at least it would seem, and I would book her to at least have like 2 or 3 eliminations or something like that to, get her in there and make it feel like she at least deserved it. She didn't have she had a good little moment there in the Rumble, a few eliminations, but it just feels so just, here, Charlotte, have it. Just, here's another major opportunity over everybody else. So yeah, I'm not surprised that the crowd is booing her. So this pleases me. We have Sami Zayn. He is tired of Karrion Kross being his fanboy. Kross now will become a problem for Sami. Damn it, Sami. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Karrion was your number 1 fan rooting for you. Now he's going to attack you. So not a good idea. We have Io Sky and Ripley. They get jumped by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez backstage. Definitely still some bad beef there between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. If Charlotte decides to go down a different path for WrestleMania, I could see Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley going after each other for Mania. That'd be good. We got a tag team match. It's the New Day. Kofi and Xavier versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. I feel like I haven't seen Dragon Lee in a hot minute. Was really searching for him in the Royal Rumble, but he was not there. Rey, with a unique Rana, damn near almost breaks his neck, but he's okay. Here comes Logan Paul. He makes his entrance, distracting Rey. Mysterio hits the West Coast pop, and then Logan rubs Rey's head. This unleashes hell. Dragon with the Rana. Rana's Woods off the apron. Hard landing there for Woods. Kofi hits Rey with Trouble in Paradise, and New Day grab the win. Pretty solid tag match here. I'm very happy to see Dragon Lee back in action. Rey and Logan building some beef before their Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Yeah, we got Roman Reigns dealing with an injury, and his WrestleMania future is unclear. And that's bad news, man, for the big dog, for WrestleMania. It's not going to feel as big without Roman there, even though Roman isn't going to be headlining WrestleMania this year. Thank God, because he's holy crap, he's already, main evented like 6 or 7 or some shit. CM Punk must be losing sleep over that one. But yeah, it sucks that Roman is hurt. They won't say the extent of the injuries. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. We have replays of I Show Speed getting speared by Braun Breaker at the Rumble. Just a sensational football tackle, looked very painful, and earned 300 million views. My goodness. We have an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. It's Io Sky versus Liv Morgan with Raquel. Io, nice missile drop kick and a mean stomp. Raquel, unnecessary distraction. She definitely jumped the gun right there, I'm thinking. Io with the lovely springboard moonsault. Liv with the awesome anti-air code breaker. And Raquel distracting again. I think she's on time. Or she's doing it at the proper time this time at least. Distracting Io again on the top rope. Ripley has seen enough. She shows up, attacks Raquel. Mommy accidentally punches Liv Morgan, and the match is disqualified. Liv Morgan earns a spot in the chamber. Ah, no. Mommy, you fucked up. And Io is pissed at you. That's, oh dear. Damn fine match, though, right there. Raquel jumping the gun on her distraction. It was pretty annoying. Didn't like that. An unfortunate mistake. And an unfortunate matchup. Gonna lose a really awesome performer in Elimination Chamber. Regardless, we weren't gonna have Io Sky or Liv Morgan. One of them wasn't getting in there. I'm very sad we're not gonna get Io Sky. Io generally good for the big spots. A moonsault off of the chamber, something like that. So Sadly, no Io in this chamber. Maybe she'll get another opportunity, but doesn't look like it. World 7 out of 10. World Tag Team Champions War Raiders empathize with JD McDonough's injury. American Made do not empathize. Gable claims the Creeds are better wrestlers. Raiders claim they are the better fighters. That is a match I would like to see. You got Gable or the Creeds versus War Raiders? Hell yeah. And Gable also says he's leaving to conquer the dark arts of Lucha Libre. So I don't know if he's going off to Mexico for a little bit or if he's just, fucking around. I don't know, but still funny shit. We got Adam Pearce announcing AJ Styles is joining Monday Night Raw. Braun Breaker is upset with Adam Pearce and he would like some more respect. All right. We got Seth Rollins dressed like the frickin' Undertaker. I don't like it. Seth drives home Punk losing at the Royal Rumble, and Punk got eliminated by that idiot Logan Paul. Seth admits he's the one who injured Roman in the Rumble. Oh dear. Sadly, Seth also lost the Rumble, but the Elimination Chamber could be Rollins' way to WrestleMania. But first, Seth needs to speak with Sami Zayn. Rollins hypes up Sami over their hatred of CM Punk. Seth tells Sami to destroy Punk in their match. Sami is all pumped up for his Elimination Chamber qualifying match happening right now. It's Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. Sami turns Punk's Bulldog into a Blue Thunder Bomb. That was pretty killer right there. Punk locks in the Anaconda Vice. Punk talking shit tells Sami he is not on his level. And the mind games work. Sami misses the Helluva Kick. Sami able to counter the GTS with a super close near fall small package. My voice. Punk counters the Helluva Kick into a GTS. And Punk earns his spot in the chamber. Ah, dang it. Wicked main event though right here. Really good pacing, lots of nice counters, near falls pop in the crowd. And I admittedly love the Punk trash talking throughout the match. It was very, very mean to Sami, but it was effective. 7.5 out of 10. Really good match. Kevin Owens out of nowhere attacks Sami, hits him with a package pile driver. Michael Cole losing his mind on commentary. Kevin Owens' eye all fucked up from the ladder match he had with Cody Rhodes. And I'm wondering, are we going to have yet another brutal feud between Kevin and Sami that goes to a big WrestleMania match? That's what it looks like we're going for right here. I can't see a Sami and Kevin rivalry ending before WrestleMania. We're so close. This looks like that's where they're going for WrestleMania, and I'm down for that. What are we going to get? Is it going to get to a street fight level? Are we going to get like a ladder match? Are we just going to have a singles match? Who knows? All I know is it's going to be great whenever Kevin and Sami work together. Rather they're fighting with each other or they're in a tag team. It's fantastic stuff. So I'm very excited for that. And that's the end of the show. An enjoyable Raw after the Rumble. Charlotte cold crowd reception. This pleases me. She is back in the ring again, but she shouldn't have won the Rumble. Great she's back, but I hate the fact every time she comes back, she goes right to the top, right to a championship, and it's really annoying, and the crowd is responding to that. It's really annoying. Jay's response, way more positive and much deserved. The dude has been an MVP for the WWE for well over a year, just sending the crowds into frenzies every week. Fuck yeah, that was awesome. Gunther damn near buried Jay, though, with a savage promo. Hopefully, I don't think he'll bounce back, but that's what they're, that's the David versus Goliath thing. You got Gunther, this huge champion. He's just going to bury Jay and make him feel little and unimportant. And then that's just going to lead to that win being all that more sweet if he gets it. And I'm hoping Roman's not going to miss WrestleMania. I would rather him be there than not. That's just going to make WrestleMania all that more big. And strong wrestling throughout. Filling up a couple of those chamber spots. Really good main event. Hell yeah. Good Raw. 7.5. Now we go to NXT in Orlando. It's JC Jane with Fatal Influence going up against Stephanie Vacour. Fallon distracting Vacour with the North American Championship. She's like, ooh, look how shiny it is. You should want this. Vacour hits an Eat Defeat. Running Meteora suplex combo. JC rocks Vacour with the running knee. The Core wipes out Fatal Influence, nails that nasty backbreaker on JC, pins and wins right in front of the North American champion, staring her down. The Core looking very strong, handling the shenanigans, dealing with all of Fatal Influence pretty handedly. Really solid match, and looks like the Core is going to chase after Fallon Henley. That is a match I would like to see, man. Fallon Henley is a fantastic wrestler, and to go up against the Core, hell yeah, I would be down for that. We've got women's tag division getting heated backstage. Zarya and Gigi get into it with each other and need to be separated. Lash Legend and Jakara, they're like, my goodness. So yeah, women's division, tag division, heating up. We got Heritage Cup champion Lexis King with his AI-generated beard. I swear to God that thing is not real. King will not be a beta. Lexis discussing his dad, the loose cannon. Then out of absolutely nowhere, it's Fan Frickin' Dango making his return to NXT. Dango going as JDC now. He is representing the system of TNA. Dango wants to wrap his lips around the cup. Okay, King will allow Dango to have a sip of greatness, and King back to being a heel. This is good news. Dango bringing back the weird, also good. This was a odd, weird, surprising little segment right here. I enjoyed that. We got Ridge Holland going up against Stax with the family. Izzy Dame tries to sneak attack Holland, but Ridge is ready for it this time. Holland hits the Redeemer on Stax and grabs a quick win. Stax not getting the job done. Will the Dawn be mad? You can feel a little bit of tension brewing there. It's not exploded yet, but I can see these seeds getting planted. We'll see if Dawn has any words for Stax on yet another failed mission. All right, Ridge Holland, solid performance and match. Sol Ruka and Zarya going up against Paxley and Gigi with Shotzi up next. Gigi with a mean drop kick to Ruka's face. Tatum, unique submission. She calls it the Spider Insider. That is a great name. Zarya F5s Gigi onto Tatum. Ruka hits the Soul Snatcher for a wicked finisher combo, and they pick up the win. Good matchup. I mean, both teams, impressive teamwork and some nice tag moves. A little bit of stiffness thrown in there. I'm seeing some chemistry present. 7 out of 10. We got Trick Willie on a mission to prove Ava Raine wrong for not putting him in the NXT Championship match. How's he going to get his way in there? We'll have to wait and see. We have Bayley. She is back in NXT. This pleases the crowd. Roxanne Perez comes out to brag about her awesome performance in the Rumble, going well over an hour, and Roxanne wants all the gold. Bayley tells Roxanne to shut up and show some respect. Bayley is going to win the chamber and go to WrestleMania. Roxanne continues to brag. Out comes the NXT Women's Champion, Julia, who's heard enough. Julia says she'll beat both of them, and then the Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair, makes her return to NXT. NXT crowd, more positive reception for the Queen. She had some good times in NXT, so we remember this, so not too many boos for Charlotte. Charlotte reminds everyone how much she wins and claims she is better than Julia. All right, you shouldn't say stuff like that. Cora Jade attacks Julia and Bayley with a kendo stick. Cora takes a swing at Roxanne, but Perez able to escape. Cora holds up the title, and it looks so good. Whew. Other than Charlotte in this segment, it was good. I liked it. Flair clearly just here to check on the pulse of the crowd. I don't think there's really any interest in her fighting Julia. It's the other two opponents I think we're more interested in. No offense to Julia. It's just, that's the way it is. Julia's going to fight maybe Roxanne. That'd be cool. Anyway, I like what Cora Jade's doing here, breaking off of Roxanne Perez already. Roxanne threw like a little jab earlier in the show at Cora, saying that maybe she can even win a championship. So obviously Cora heard that and is not very receptive to that kind of comment and is now no longer friends, I would imagine, with Roxanne. Pretty cool. We got Ridge Holland tells Tony 1v1 he would take the North American Championship from the Don. Izzy suggesting a cage match. Ridge and Tony are done. There you go. So we're going to have ourselves a cage match. We got Kalani Jordan versus Carmen Petrovic with Ashante. Kalani, nice twisty dive, takes out Ashante. Jada Paka arrives, distracting Kalani. Kalani, unique angle slam, hits 2 split-legged moonsaults, staring down Jada, and then chokes out Petrovic, who is forced to tap out. Kalani grabs the win. And then Kalani blows a gasket, attacks Carmen, choking her out some more. Referee then reverses the decision. Petrovic gets the win. Well, that's some bullshit right there, straight up. But a good competitive match. Fantastic athletic abilities from both women in this one. Kalani and Jada building up a rather intense dislike of each other. Good match right here. 7 out of 10. We have Ava's office is stormed. Bailey wants a match with that bitch Cora Jade. Done. You got it. Briggs and Inamura want in on the tag title contenders match. Done. You're in there. It's a triple threat #1 contenders tag team match now. All right. Well done, Ava. Good work. Main event time. It is A-Town Down Under versus Trick Williams and Oba Femi. Theory and Waller arguing over who's going to become NXT champion. Neither of you. Trick aggressively tagging himself in, annoying Oba. Waller takes flight, wiping out Oba and Trick at the same time. A-Town, nice tag team combo. Waller with the elbow drop off of the barricade, and he lands hard on his hip. That looked painful. Oba with the hot tag, he smacks the wet right off of Theory, stacks A-Town on his shoulders for the big double slam. That was awesome. Thumbs up. Trick cuts off Oba, tagging himself in again. Oba, at this point, is about to kill a bitch. Amongst the chaos, Eddie Thorpe cracks Trick with a strap out of nowhere. Waller, rolling cutter. A-Town picks up a massive upset win right there. Whew. Really enjoyable main event, though. Trick, really aggressive performance. Oba, just so fun to watch. Throwing people around, smashing bitches. So much fun. And good work from A-Town Down Under. Nice selling, and they pick up a massive win. 7.5 out of 10. Thorpe continues the beatdown on Trick as the show ends. Good NXT here on the road to Vengeance Day. Flair won't do anything with NXT. Can't really see it, but, nice that she was here, I guess. That's cool. Cora Jade turning on Roxanne. I like where that one's going. And good wrestling throughout. Good NXT. 7 out of 10. Let's go now to the SmackDown in Memphis, Tennessee. I have to say, the programming for WWE a little weird this week. You got a 2-hour Raw. NXT was like an hour and 15 minutes. And then SmackDown was 3 hours. So it's just like, holy, all over the place. Why don't we just go 2 hours across the board, y'all? I hate 3-hour shows. I fucking hate them. Here we go. 3-hour SmackDown. Royal Rumble winner Jey Uso arrives through the crowd. Jey brings out the WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. Cody is proud of his homie Jey Uso, who won the Rumble. Tama Tonga and Solo interrupt. Or no, Fatu interrupt. Fatu not happy Cody stole the championship from his family. Bloodline attacking first, but Cody and Jey work together to take out the Bloodline. So, yeah, this really didn't do anything. All it does is set up for a tag team match main event for later, but yeah, so Jey and Cody, they're friends still, so chances of Jey choosing Cody don't seem very strong, but they could go there. Maybe something with the Bloodline. They could maybe do something to make it look like Jey is the bad guy and get Cody to go after him. But I don't think that's going to happen. I can't really see Jey Uso going up against Cody at WrestleMania. They would have to turn Cody heel because these guys are just they're the most popular guys in WWE. You don't want those two going up against each other, especially at WrestleMania. It would be really interesting to see what side the crowd would fall on. That would be cool, but I just can't see them going after each other for that main event. We have the elimination qualifying match. It's Bianca Belair with Naomi versus Piper Niven with Chelsea Green. Bianca powers up Piper for the KOD and qualifies for the Chamber. A good showing here for Piper in defeat. Put in lots of offense on the former WWE champion. She was in control. Yeah, but she gets hit with a KOD and she's done. Really solid match. We get Carmelo rudely interrupts Chance and Carter, who were talking with Nick Aldis. Melo wants Aldis to give him a match, but Melo won't be fooled a third time with a mystery opponent. So Tozawa is brought out seeking revenge for that sneak attack Melo did to him at the Rumble. Tozawa had his freaking Rumble chances ruined because Melo just basically took his spot. So yeah, revenge will be had. WWE Tag Team Champions DIY brag about being the Tag Team Champions. DIY demand a moment of silence. The crowd and Pretty Deadly ruin the silence, upsetting the champions. Pretty Deadly want a title shot. Nick Aldis offers instead a number one contenders match against the champions right now. And DIY, they're wearing street clothes, jeans and shit. They are forced to fight right now. It's DIY versus Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly neat assisted code breaker. Ciampa with the roll up, he grabs the tights, but it's reversed. Prince grabs the ropes, and Pretty Deadly earn a tag team title shot. Damn, that's a massive win right there. Pretty Deadly looking like they are leveling up in 2025. Starting to have more competitive matches. Granted, the champions were in street clothes, but still, they get a big win. They capitalize. They get themselves a title shot. Well done. Solid, quick matchup. We have The Miz talking with Cody Rhodes, teasing the idea of Jey Uso choosing Cody. It would be it would be the bigger name main event over Gunther, but, like I said, I just can't see those two going after each other. Jey didn't even go to NXT, he didn't stop in to say hello to Obafemi, so I don't blame you. Wouldn't want to fight Obafemi either, but kind of looks like it's going to be Gunther. We got another Elimination Chamber qualifying match, this time in a triple threat. It's Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight. Yeah. Drew asks himself why he's so angry. It's because he works in a toxic workplace. Jimmy calls Drew a whiny baby. Drew calls Jimmy the lesser of the two Uso brothers. Jimmy disagrees, uses the crowd power of the yeet, and then LA Knight arrives, tells the men it's okay to cry. Even Drew MacinCRYer. That was some good shit right there. Crowd starts chanting MacinCRYer. Well done. The match begins. LA Knight leaps to the top, superplexes Jimmy while Drew does a spider German suplex to Knight for the big corner crazy spot. Fuck yeah, that was sweet though. Thumbs up. Jimmy hits the splash, but Drew takes out the referee. Knight hits Jimmy with a BFT, simultaneously gets hit in the back of the head with a Claymore. Drew pins and qualifies for the Chamber. Hell yeah. I'm happy with any of these three men winning, but Drew McIntyre is my boy, and I am so happy he's going to be in the Chamber, and I get to see him. Good trash talking before the match. I like that. Really enjoyable triple threat overall. A little bit surprised that Drew McIntyre, didn't use any weaponry or anything like that. Lots of close near falls. And all three men looking like they could have won this match at some point. So everyone looking good. 7.5. We have Damian Priest and Braun Strowman have a tense conversation about who will win their triple threat match to get into the Chamber. And Jacob Fatu is the third man in that triple threat. That is a monstrous triple threat. Goes down next week. We have Kevin Owens' video blaming Sami Zayn for the scars and all the pain that he's in. All because Sami did nothing while Cody Rhodes attacked Kevin. Owens says he is going to make Sami pay. So yes, looks like we are going down a very nasty feud rivalry with Sami and Kevin again. I'm down. We got Tozawa versus Carmelo Hayes up next. Tozawa rips off the shirt, hits a nice avalanche rolling powerbomb. Melo mean lariat to the back of Tozawa's head, hits the first 48 and nothing but net, grabs the win. Good effort here from Tozawa and Carmelo, just another good performance. Solid quick match. Backstage, R-Truth congratulates Jay on winning the King of the Ring. Holy crap, Truth, it's the Royal Rumble, damn it. Cody appears he is curious about who Jay is going to choose. Jay's like, I don't know, dog, I have no idea. And again, they're teasing the possibility of Cody, but again, you're going to have to turn that guy heel, man, and I'm totally down for Cody Rhodes going heel. I just don't think why do that? Why do it? Why wreck this amazing thing that Cody Rhodes is doing right now? He's so over with the crowd. Why turn him heel now? I just don't think it makes any sense. All right, Charlotte Flair tries her luck in Memphis. Crowd, I would say about 69.9% boos towards Charlotte. Charlotte says she likes the boos now. It's the sound of money to her. So, all right. Charlotte, not surprised. She won. She was in the ring with 29 uninspired competitors. Now, I don't think that comment is going to go over very lightly with the women's locker room. Even I was like, oh, you should not have said that. WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton makes her arrival. Tiffy says WWE has been bigger than ever without Charlotte Flair. Flair calls Tiffy a child, tells the champion to beg Flair for a main event at WrestleMania. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae interrupt. Nia announces she has a rematch with Tiffy for the title next week. Nia claims Charlotte will have to fight her for the championship at WrestleMania. I will say Tiffy versus Charlotte Flair, that is a big dream match. But the rubber match with Rhea Ripley, also very appealing. Now there's a decision. Tiffy versus Flair or Charlotte versus Ripley. I like the sound of both of them. Now, I would be nervous if they choose Tiffy, because then I feel like they would do the same thing that they did with Ripley years ago, have Charlotte win, and be like, oh, Tiffy, you're young, and you're not experienced enough to beat Charlotte, and then a year later, Tiffy will come back and beat Charlotte. Like, no, don't wreck Tiffy's momentum right now. If she's fighting Flair, Tiffy's got to win, or I'm fucking losing it. We move on. Elimination Chamber qualifying match. It's Candice LeRae versus Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, Abigail DDT picks up a nice return win and earns a spot in the Chamber. Bliss looking solid in return, hitting her signature moves that I don't always like, and she's still paying homage to Bray Wyatt, which I do like. Candice, quality work, solid match. The women's locker room chasing after Chelsea Green's United States Championship, including Selena Vega. I would love that. Get Selena in there. Make her a champion. We got Motor City Machine Guns. They want revenge on the Street Profits. Legado arrived looking for a piece of the guns. Next week, that piece will be had. But Street Profits, they had a little video here, kind of a little bit heelish, right? They're not like full heel, like they're justified in their actions, I would say. They're just hungry for a tag team title match, man, and they're going to get one at some point. Main event time. It is Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus Fatu and Tama Tonga. Fatu sent flying over the announce table. Cody nails Tama with the crossroads for the W. Solid main event, kind of boring. Tama and Fatu showing off their durability. Solo sneak attacks Cody with a Samoan spike as the show ends. A solid SmackDown. A long one, though. That 3 hours did drag at points. Bloodline, usual stuff. Attacking and stuff, kind of just whatever. Cody and Jay at WrestleMania being teased quite a bit. I'm not convinced they're going to do it. Flair versus Tiffy is rather interesting, but I still think they're going with Ripley. KO and Sammy gonna go to war again, and I am so down for that. Lots of new chamber entrants, solid wrestling throughout. 6 out of 10 for the SmackDown. And now we'll head over to the land of AEW. We got Dynamite in Atlanta. Jay White says he is gonna need Rated FTR's help with the Death Riders. No shit. All 6 members of the Death Riders appear. White says fuck it, and he takes them all on. Renee gets kidnapped by Shafir, just taken away into the darkness. Don't know if she's okay. FTR join the fight. Brawling goes out into the ring. Death Riders gain control until Cope hits a spear, sending the Riders retreating into the crowd. Cope demands an answer for the title challenge. Moxley declines, tells Cope he doesn't deserve it. Jay White demands a fight with Claudio and Moxley in a tag team match. No disqualification at Grand Slam Australia. White's partner, Adam Copeland. Is that his? Yeah. Cope. Another Death Riders brawl. No AEW World Title match. Instead, we're going to get a tag team match. That fucking sucks, bro. I'm not into that. I don't like the fact that Moxley won't defend his championship. That's a money match, bro. That's a money match. You're going to take that from us. You're not going to have Edge versus Moxley for the title. Instead, you're going to give us a fucking tag team match. Now, it's no disqualification. That's probably going to be a pretty decent match, though the Death Riders are going to ruin it with their shenanigans. But I don't like this, man. I don't like it. We got Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis up next. Davis knee strike, then uses his knee to drive Ospreay's face into the mat. Pretty vicious. Davis hits a mean driver, rips off the turnbuckle, but the referee stops Davis, allowing Ospreay to nail the hidden blade for the dub. Good hard-hitting match right there. Davis stiff strikes, and just nice to see the guy back in the ring. Sadly, Mark Davis is being forced to work with Don Callis. He doesn't want to be, but he is legitimately being forced through a contract, I do believe. Good match, 7 out of 10. Ospreay brings out his tag partner, Kenny Omega. Kenny offers a helping hand to Davis, but Kyle and Takeshita arrive, and Don Callis won't let them fight. Kenny hypes up the tag match next week. Catchphrases, hell yeah, all that great stuff. Good stuff from Kenny, but Don Callis, don't fight right now. He's being smart, though. He's being smart. All right, AEW Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate, coming out to crowd chanting, "We hurt people." Oh yeah, baby, Hurt Syndicate is over. MVP pays their respects to Private Party, says they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, which is kind of true. MVP says they are open for business, so out comes the Guns. They are back, looking to finally get their rematch for the tag titles. MVP accepts the challenge against a couple of ass boys, and the Guns are like, "We are proud to be ass boys." So yeah, sweet to see Austin and Colton Gunn back in the ring, looking good, and they're probably going to get absolutely destroyed by Bobby and Shelton. Oh, baby, it's Harley Cameron showing off her ventriloquist skills with a Mercedes Moné puppet. Freaking hilarious. This woman might be the most talented female ever. Like, why don't you just go on, like, America's Got Talent or something and become a superstar? You're amazing, Harley Cameron. Thumbs up. Moné arrives. She yucks all the yum. But, damn, dude, Harley Cameron's so freaking awesome right here. She could become something big, man. I hope they keep pushing her and, start giving her some fucking wins. We get Hangman's interview gets interrupted by Max Caster. Max would love if Hangman would put Billy Gunn in the hospital. Hangman suggests, "How about I put you in the hospital, Max?" Hangman is now stalking after Max. Pretty funny moment right here, but weird. Just weird. We got the Hounds of Hell, Brody King and Buddy Matthews, going up against Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher with the Don. Brody destroying Don Callis' family, flattening them numerous times into the barricade. Brody and Takeshita just beating each other until they both collapse. Buddy wicked swanton dive into Meteora. Okada's music hits, distracting Buddy. Hounds with a nasty double corner strike on Kial. Fletcher and Takeshita assisted Brainbuster on Brody, picks up the impressive win. Holy shit. Brutal banger of a match right there. Brody, fantastic. Just destructive striking, big fucking moves. I love this guy. Awesome tag combos from both teams. Buddy, some nice high flying out there. Oh, fantastic chemistry. 8 out of 10. We have Samoa Joe teaching Hook a lesson on sending a message by beating the shit out of Nick Wayne and Chris Sabin. Wait, what's his name? Kip Sapien or some shit? Yeah. Christian makes his sneaky escape in the background. So there you go. Samoa Joe getting back to what he was doing with Hook before he left for injury or whatever the hell he did. Now we got MJF. He delivers a message to geriatric Jeff Jarrett. Great name. Max is happy. Jeff is now out of the way. Max Caster runs into the ring, still running away from the Hangman. Max and Paige, little face-to-face, but Hangman moves on to chase after Caster. Max is flabbergasted by the distraction. Max gets interrupted yet again. This time, it's Dustin Rhodes. Dustin is pissed at Max for talking about Owen Hart, talking about everyone's personal issues. Dustin tells Max he's better than him, and he knows it. Oathnap. Max giggles at the fact Dustin spent his whole career in his dad's shadow, and now he's in his little brother's shadow. Dustin snaps, starts brawling with Max, Security arrives, and Max delivers a low blow to Dustin. Damn, dude, that was a damn fine promo from Dustin Rhodes right there. Very passionate, definitely speaking from the heart, and some real life experiences, absolutely. And MJF, just a shit-eating heel. Fantastic stuff right there. Thumbs up. But again, I must ask the question, why is Max going after all the older guys in AEW? Is there not something bigger he can be doing? Regardless, Max is Max. He will crush it with anybody you put in front of him. It's just like, why Jeff Jarrett and Dustin Rhodes? Like, I respect these guys. They're great, but MJF is like the fucking the secret ingredient that AEW has. And they're just not utilizing him in the best way right now. Like, he's doing good. It's just like, why do you got him fighting these older legends? Like, you trying to do a legend killer Randy Orton thing right now? I don't know. It's very confusing, but it is still some good shit. Thumbs up. We got Women's World Champion Mariah May joining commentary to watch Queen Aminata versus Mariah May being played by Toni Storm. Toni dressed like Mariah doing the entrance and all of Mariah's mannerisms, and she is knocking it out of the park. Like, if you didn't hear that on commentary that was Toni, you would be like, hey, Mariah, she might have put on a little bit at the hips there, but is that Mariah May? Fantastic work from Toni. Thumbs up. Aminata, nasty running kick right to Toni's face. Looked extremely painful. Toni hits the Mayday to grab the win. This is a good match right here. Nice technical back and forth. Some really stiff striking. 7 out of 10. Toni interviewed as Mariah. This upsets the real Mariah. She grabs her championship and she leaves. So, very good stuff from Toni, man. She's very good at acting. She did a great job imitating Mariah right here. We got Dustin Rhodes. He is pissed off backstage. Challenges MJF to a match next week. Bitch. That's what he said, bitch. We get a New York Minute that is interrupted by Powerhouse Hobbs. Brawl breaks out. The Outrunners backing up Hobbs. Big Bill and Hobbs. Hoss brawl, crash over the announce table. And backstage is pure chaos. Everybody getting ejected out of the building. You're out of here, and you are out of here. Main event time. It is Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet. Ricochet with the sneak attack before the bell. Sneak attacks Swerve with a chair before the bell. No, that's way more. Match begins. Ricochet wicked running knee strike hits the vertigo, and Swerve kicks out. Oh my. Both men fighting on the barricade. Swerve then power bombs Ricochet onto the barricade while they're balancing up there. Fucking incredible. Thumbs up. Swerve with a cool power bomb into a power slam. Hits the house call and the stomp, but Ricochet kicks out of that. Ricochet German suplexes Swerve onto the apron. Hits a 450 splash and a shooting star. Not good enough. Swerve with the super kick out of nowhere. Goes for the stomp. Ricochet accidentally on purpose blocks the stomp by whacking Swerve in the nuts. Spirit Gun connects and Ricochet with a huge victory right there. Whew, really good main event matchup. Ricochet taking so many bumps. Fantastic selling as always. Great chemistry in the ring with Swerve. 7.5 out of 10. Ricochet steals the special robe, disrespecting Prince Nana and Swerve, leaving with that robe. And that's the end of Dynamite. Good show, though I am not digging Moxley declining to defend his championship against Moxley. You're just not gonna have that big money match that you should be having on your pay-per-views. Instead, you're gonna have a tag match. Just not intelligent booking, in my opinion. Toni Storm was fantastic. MJF playing Legend Killer. Had a great segment with Dustin, but I just feel like he should be doing bigger things in AEW. Hurt Syndicate on a roll. Good wrestling. Hounds versus Don Callis family. That was a banger. Swerve versus Ricochet. Really good main event match, and I'm enjoying their pretty vicious rivalry, and I'm enjoying seeing this side of Ricochet. I did not see that Ricochet was always a really nice, polite guy in WWE, and in AEW, he is a mean man. He is a very angry man, shit-talking the crowd, shit-talking everybody. Just, yeah, I like this side of Ricochet. 7 out of 10 for the Dynamite. And we'll finish it off with Collision in Houston, Texas. And Moxley says he is sick of Edge, aka Cope. Moxley won't give Edge a title shot because he doesn't like him. Mox will give Cope a fight whenever, wherever, however, whatever. Moxley plans to break Edge's neck and end his career again. Quick to the point message here from Moxley. Honestly, not a good enough excuse not to give Edge a title shot. You just don't like the man. Well, then fight the man, goddammit. Moxley, I will say, he is drawing some pretty good heat right now from holding the championship hostage. And he is still willing to fight. He's like, I will fight you, Edge, but not for the championship. So, it's not good. You're hurting the honor of this championship. You're hurting the respect and the importance of this championship. You're putting it in a fucking bag. You're not showing it off. You won't defend it. It's just not good. Yes, you're getting cheap heat out of it, but it's cheap heat, man. It's not the kind of heat you want. You don't want your championship getting buried, and I don't like it. I don't like that. 3-way trios tag team matchup up next. It's the Infantry and Shane Taylor Promotions versus Undisputed Kingdom, Cole, O'Reilly, and Roddy versus Garcia, Daddy Magique, and Cool Hand Ange. Daddy takes a break to do a little commentary. He just can't get enough of it. Garcia suplexes Taylor, popping the crowd. Tagging becomes optional, everybody coming in to hit some offense. And then all 9 men start a hockey fight. I enjoy this. Taylor ends Ange with a package pile driver from hell. Cole lowers the boom on Dean. Undisputed Kingdom pick up an impressive win. Very good chaotic tag match. I will say I enjoy the rules being bent here in the benefit of some really fast-paced, non-stop action. Good teamwork from Undisputed Kingdom and Shane Taylor Promotions. The other team, 7.5 atan. Claudio and that Red Yuta sneak attack Undisputed Kingdom. Death Riders blow it. They have to retreat. Undisputed Kingdom challenge Death Riders for a trios title match next week. I'm with Adam right here. I am sick and tired of Death Riders constantly attacking after every single match. Really annoying, especially you, Yuta, you fucking rat. All right, Harley Cameron halftime showtime. Let's go. Harley singing the Monet Train, and then Mercedes Moné cuts the performance short, trash-talking Harley. Harley tries to perform a second tune, chanting "Feel the Wrath" to the crowd. Moné again cuts off Harley with more trash-talking. Harley challenges Moné to a TBS title match in her hometown of Australia. After some physical encouragement, Moné accepts. Fuck yeah, you go Harley Cameron. Wicked pipes on her. She was just belting out that song. Fantastic. And bro, I hope Australia goes crazy for Harley and give her the freaking title, man. Give her the championship. Moné's got 4 championships wrapped around her. She won't miss one of them. Give it to Harley. She has earned it. She has, even though you guys won't book her properly, you won't let her be in any matches to make her look good and win, but her entertainment value is so high. She is just such a treasure, so talented, so entertaining. Give her a win. Okada and Buddy Matthews face to face. Okada calls Buddy a bitch, but it's Okada who ends up flinching, looking like a bitch. Dustin Rhodes has a squash match, and then he cuts a promo on MJF. Dustin is going to drag Max to hell to meet the real devil. This is a good little promo right there from Dustin. I mean, the guy's got the chops. He's fantastic promos, but yeah, we'll see. We move on. It's Thunder Rosa versus Penelope Ford. Penelope with some kicking shenanigans. Ford misses the moonsault. Rosa Tijuana Bomb connects for the W. Really solid competitive match right there. Ford holding her own. Good performance from her. And then Megan Bayne makes her way to the ring. Rosa is ready to fight, but Ford attacks Rosa from behind. Bayne hits a F5, laying out Thunder Rosa. All right, good to see Bayne back again. She made her appearance in the Casino Gauntlet, I think, and she looks awesome, man. She looks very big and powerful. Her really impressive looking outfit, and yeah, I can't wait to see her like in the ring and having matches. It looks like she's going after Thunder Rosa. That should be good. We get Mariah May. She squashes a fake Toni Storm in a match. May badly applies lipstick to the fake Tony. Luther then returns with his shoe randomly. May falls for the distraction. The fake Tony is now the real Tony. McIntyre barely escapes a Storm Zero onto the steel steps. Luther and Tony celebrate, crowd going banana. And hell yeah, we get Luther back. Not gonna lie, kind of forgot about Luther there for a second, but cool to have him back, man. We get Lance Archer and Brian Cage beating up poor defenseless people backstage, and they force Mark Davis to join in on it. Honestly, it looks kind of fun, just throwing people around like that. I see the appeal. Main event time. It's Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher. Briscoe a bloody mess after colliding with the ring post. Both men collide hard into the middle of the ring. Kyle with a cool spinning powerbomb thing. Briscoe with the froggy bow smashes Fletcher through a table on the outside. So freaking awesome. Thumbs up. Briscoe hits another froggy bow, but Fletcher kicks out. Kyle nails a brutal turnbuckle brainbuster and defeats Briscoe. Banger of a main event right there. Kyle and Briscoe going all out. So many nasty bumps. That table spot was so fucking good, though. Absolutely perfectly executed. 8 out of 10. Banger of a match. And that is the end of Collision. Solid show. Like I said, I'm not liking what they're doing with Moxley and the championship. Holding it hostage. You're just taking away the prestige of this championship. All the while, Moxley is like trying to bring up the prestige of AEW and the championship and all that. I think he's doing the exact opposite of what he's trying to do. But I really would like to see Edge versus Moxley for the championship. We'll get it eventually, I imagine, but right now they're just not doing it. And I don't think it's doing anybody any favors other than getting some heat onto Moxley and the Death Riders, but they got enough of that heat, and I don't like this heat. It's not good heat to go after. Wrestling was pretty good throughout. A little bit of a couple of squash matches in there. I don't like that. I would rather them don't bother with a squash match. Just come out and do a fucking promo, do a segment. Like, what is the actual point of doing that? It doesn't make you look any better. You're just defeating a no-name wrestler. So yeah, obviously you're gonna win. It doesn't do anything for the no-name guy other than like you get your face out there. But again, how many times do I need to tell you guys? You guys are trying to go up against the WWE, and you can't be throwing out fucking squash matches with no-name guys like this. It's not good business. Okay. Other than that, there were some good matches there. A really good main event banger right there. Some good. I would have preferred Harley Cameron not get interrupted so fast. I mean, it would have been nice if she got one complete song in, but I really hope they pull the trigger with Harley Cameron, give her an opportunity, and yeah, man, I think she can do it. We rarely get to see the poor girl wrestle, but I imagine she can wrestle just fine. Give her a championship, let her entertain the crowd, and it'll be fun. Like I said, Monet's got a zillion championships. She doesn't need more. So overall, I thought it was a pretty solid show. 6.5 out of 10 for Collision. We'll go now to the 3 stars of the week. Going to shout out the match we just talked about, Fletcher versus Briscoe on Collision. Really fucking banger of a match right there. That table spot was fantastic. Just, hell yeah, banger of a match. Now for the official 3 stars. 3rd star goes to Buddy and Brody, the Hounds of Doom or Hell or whatever, versus Kyle and Takeshita. Kyle Fletcher mentioned twice already in the 3 stars. But, yeah, a very hard-hitting, very entertaining tag team match right there. I just love the idea of Takeshita fighting Brody, and they just beat the crap out of each other. Buddy with the nice high flying. Very entertaining match. Good enough for the 3rd star. 2nd star goes to the men's Royal Rumble match. Very enjoyable Royal Rumble. The ending was interesting. You got Jey Uso winning it. Lots of big names in there. Some mistakes. I heard that LA Knight was kind of going into business for himself at points. Braun Strowman missed catching Finn Balor. That was a big fuck up, but I still enjoyed the Royal Rumble. It may not have been the best match that I witnessed, but it was definitely entertaining. And I'm going to shout out the Women's Royal Rumble as well. Now, it's tainted by Charlotte Flair winning. That does hurt it a lot for me because, like, just a big whiff right there to do that and not give it to the dozens of other women that deserve it more, but it was still very entertaining, and it's a Rumble. I love Rumble matches. They're always a good time. But the first star is not going to a Rumble match. It goes to Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes' ladder match at the Royal Rumble. Holy fuck. I mean, you saw what Kevin looked like after that ladder match. He was bruised and beaten up and battered. It was a brutal match. Tons of vicious bumps, ladder usage. The mini ladder was so fucking good. The level of hatred on display between these two guys, just all over this match. Fantastic. Good enough for the first star, and is in contention for one of my favorite matches of the year. Absolutely. So go check that one out if you can. If you got time, check out the Rumble, because it was a good one. And that's the show, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. In terms of what else we got going on with the podcast, I got a Nine Souls review up, a very difficult indie game, but if you haven't heard about it, check out the review, man. You might be compelled to check it out. It's a really awesome video game. It's just hella hard. So you want to hear about my adventures with Nine Souls, go check out the review. I don't really know what I want to do with the GamerCast this upcoming week. I'll probably do a list or something like that. There'll be something for you. The Hockey Cast will be interesting because the NHL is on a break right now. They're doing the Four Nations tournament, so I'll fill it up with some stuff. We'll talk about whatever news is going on, and we'll do some fun stuff while the NHL is on a break. And what else do we got? We got, I think it's Grand Slam Australia, AEW this weekend, so there's going to be a pay-per-view. I have a pay-per-view review out for that, along with the wrestling recap, as always. So there we go, everybody. That's what we got planned for this week. I upload all these episodes to the YouTube channel, GamerGX Videos. Go over there, subscribe, follow along, drop a comment on one of the videos, send in a question about wrestling, video games, or hockey. I'd love to answer it for you, shout you out, all that great stuff. There we go, everybody. One more time, thank you so much for listening. We'll be back again with some GX Bloodgate.